Let's talk about one single nutrient that might just be the missing piece in your whole health puzzle. We're going to dig into a really simple but super important question. Are you actually getting enough iodine? You know that feeling? You're just constantly tired. The scale won't budge no matter what you do, and you just can't find that motivation to get going. You probably think, my thyroid is so slow. And hey, you might be right, but the real reason for it could be something way more basic. But there's this one really specific symptom that can be a dead giveaway. I'm talking about women who have severe fibrocystic breast pain. For them, the answer might not be some complicated medical fix, but something that is, well, shockingly simple. Dr. Ken Berry has seen what happens when these women add just one simple thing to their diet, and that one thing is iodine. He says the pain just vanishes. It goes away like literal magic within days. We're not talking a little better, we're talking a complete, fast turnaround that just screams how vital this element really is. So you gotta ask, right? If iodine is so incredibly important, why are so many of us missing it? Even people who eat super clean, healthy diets. The answer isn't in what you're choosing to eat. It's in the dirt your food is grown in. Let's get into this idea of the goiter belt. This is a huge chunk of the US, think the upper Midwest, places that are nowhere near an ocean. The soil in these areas, it has basically zero natural iodine. And here is the absolute kicker. You could be doing everything perfectly, buying the best grass-finished beef, pasture-raised eggs, the whole 9 yards. But if that cow or that chicken lived on iodine-depleted soil, that nutrient is just not in your food. Your perfect diet could still leave you seriously deficient. You know, our own bodies give us massive clues about how important this stuff is. It's like a giant glowing red flag. Your cells actually burned energy just to pull iodine inside and concentrate it. They even have these special doors called symporters that exist for one reason and one reason only, to let iodine in. Your body would never waste that kind of energy unless iodine was absolutely critical for you to function. So the logical next step is, okay, cool, I'll just go get tested. Sounds easy enough, right? But this is where it all gets kind of frustrating, because the usual ways we test for iodine, they're really, really flawed. The tests you'll most likely run into are, well, they're pretty useless. You might have seen that skin patch test, where they paint some iodine on you and see how fast it disappears. Dr. Berry says that's highly unreliable. How fast it absorbs has more to do with your skin than your actual iodine levels. And a blood test? He just calls that one useless. Your body is so smart, it'll steal iodine from your tissues just to keep your blood levels looking normal, hiding a major problem. So, is there any good test out there? Well, yeah, the gold standard does exist. But it involves collecting every single drop of your urine for a full 24 hours. That's how they can see how much iodine your body is actually using versus just getting rid of. And that brings us to the real world. As Dr. Berry so perfectly puts it, that test is a complete pain in the butt. Seriously, who's going to do that? Most doctors probably wouldn't even know how to order it anyway. But here's the really good news, and it's a game changer. You don't even need the test. As long as your kidneys are working fine, your body has this amazing built-in safety system. If you take in a little too much iodine, you just pee out the extra. It's that simple. And that means we can skip all the annoying testing and just get right to the solution. So, where do we go from here? Well, the best place to start is always with food. Dr. Berry is a big believer in a food-first approach. And for iodine, there is one food that is a total powerhouse. His number one recommendation? Sardines. I know, some of you are probably wrinkling your nose right now, but just hear me out. This little fish solves so many problems, all packed into one cheap little can. See, sardines aren't just about iodine. They're loaded with incredible omega-3s. And if you eat the ones with the tiny, soft bones in them, you're getting amazing building blocks for collagen. Plus, and this is great, they're almost always wild caught because it's not really profitable to farm them. And they are super affordable. And you don't even have to eat them every day. The commitment here is so small. Just work sardines into your meals 2 or 3 times a week. That's it. That's enough to get the iodine you need, plus all those other awesome benefits. Okay, but what if you just can't? What if you'd rather do anything than eat a sardine? Don't worry, there's a simple, super effective backup plan. Let's talk about the supplement route. Now, the details here are really, really important. You're looking for something called Lugol's 2% solution. The dose is just 1 or 2 drops a day. Let me say that again. drops, not a dropper full. Yeah, it tastes kind of nasty, but Dr. Berry has a brilliant trick. Just hide it in your coffee. Or even better, mix a drop into some mustard you're putting on a burger. You will not taste it at all. And just so you have an idea of what you're taking, a single drop of that Lugol's 2% solution has about 1,000 micrograms of iodine. For most healthy adults, that's a really safe and effective amount to fix a deficiency and get your metabolism humming again. So, there you have it. 2 super clear, really simple paths forward. You can take the food path. Eat some sardines a few times a week and get all those extra goodies like omega-3s and collagen. Or you can take the supplement path. A couple of quick drops of Lugol's each day for an easy, no-fuss fix. The choice is totally up to you. Both of them work, both are safe. The only question left is, which one are you going to choose? The food or the drop to give your body the fuel it's been screaming for?